Mr. Puri, thank you for speaking to NDTV, and let me begin by saying that there was a lot of anticipation and expectations from this budget, but it also shows that this government is extremely confident of returning, and that's the reason why it was almost like a build-up, a trailer to a movie which will be coming later. Is that the right reading of it?
First of all, Mariaji, I want to do some context setting for you. This is an interim budget. It is a vote on account, and it is a situation in which the government has come with a 10-year report card showing that it has put in a sterling performance on every front, whether it is moving people out of multidimensional poverty. You have a situation there in which, a very large number of people have come out of multidimensional poverty, lifted out of multidimensional poverty. But more than that, the existing schemes you've added up. For instance, if you've got 4 crore people already have beneficiaries under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, under the Grameen and Shahri Kshetra, you today have a situation where they've added another 2 crore. Now, my point is, if this is not ambition, even in a interim budget, what is? You had, the other day, 2 crore Lakhpati Didis. They've added another 1 crore. Then if you look at my sectors, the sectors I have the privilege of being associated with, one of them is petroleum and natural gas. The other one is housing and urban affairs. Petroleum and natural gas, you're talking about compressed biogas, which is a very major thrust area. I was in UP the other day. In Badaयूं, the Honorable Chief Minister inaugurated a second generation plant which is going to use agricultural waste, parali from rice husk. And we're making 100 plants there. And now she's talking about compulsory mandating. That is, it will become mandatory for people to mix 1%, then 3%, 5% compressed biogas in the fuel. Look at our biofuel story. So everywhere, it's a government which has demonstrated a sterling track record in 10 years, and then adding to that. But please note, it is an interim budget. You cannot make policies for the next 5 years. There is a reasonable expectation that it will be another Modi government for another 5 years. But you have to plan up to a point. Capital expenditure. I mean, it has been going up by 30% every year. We had a situation where now it's 10 lakh crore. They're adding another 1.1 lakh crore to it in this short period. All schemes are executed in a timely manner. The goods are being delivered to the beneficiaries. You should have seen the emotional connect with the beneficiaries. And on top of that, it's a country which has landed on the south pole of the moon, literally all over the moon. It's a country which is celebrating the consecration of Lord Ram, plus all the physical deliverables to all the beneficiaries, and the fact that the business climate is positive. The IMF, look at their expectation or projected rate of growth for the world, and ours is twice that figure. And yours, if you look at the compilation of all the figures, India is the fastest growing economy.
Okay, Mr. Puri, I'm looking at the point that was made by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, and since this is under your ministry, we would like to get more details of this scheme, a scheme to be launched to help deserving sections of middle class. How do you define them, and how soon will it be implemented? What will be the criteria, and how many of these deserving middle class will be the beneficiaries?
I was delighted, Maria. Thank you for asking this question. I was delighted that Nirmala ji brought this up. This is an idea, I think, whose time has come. We had, under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, 4 verticals earlier, and we used to offer the state governments a bouquet from which they could choose. Today, one of the statements that she made, and she quoted the Honorable Prime Minister, that wants all people who are living in rented houses or in informal settlement, that they can have a home of their own. So typically this is a reference to what I call the CLSS component. This has been in the air for a while. The precise details you'll have to work out, but it's going to be an ambitious scheme. Because in the same speech, she referred to Awas Yojana 4 crore and say another 2 crore. So how many people will be beneficiaries? What will be the eligibility criteria? A lot of work has been going on this. I think we should wait for the rollout to come. But I think it's a plus, and I'm personally very happy as the minister associated that she made that announcement today.
I want to know, sir, because this has everybody curious, particularly the middle class. We really do not know what is this deserving middle class. I'm emphasizing on that word because she used it. I also want to understand which are the cities from where you're likely to begin this scheme.
As I said, if I were in the know of all of it, I might or might not share it. But I'll tell you frankly, this is an announcement. The announcement will need to be fleshed out. First of all, there is a point of view in the government and in other sectors that the government does a lot for all sections of the society. But the middle class, which produces the wealth, maybe sometimes, they are not getting the benefits. But no, I think if you look at the benefits flowing to the middle class, metro rail adds to middle class comfort, ease of living, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana adds. But why not only for the economically weaker section? Certainly for the middle class as well. The previous CLSS scheme was for lower income and middle income group.
All right, Hardeep, Puri, appreciate your time.